In shops, I have had people petting my hair and tugging me back when I try to walk away, and refusing to let go. I have been told that my English is surprisingly good for an African. I had a white male tell me that it is surely not correct for me to claim being black when I'm apparently not black enough. I'm light skinned black. Then he went on to say that it was okay, because at least I was prettier than insert name of gorgeous girl who happens to just be born darker than me by no fault of her own. Remarks like, "Oh, you don't need sunscreen, right? You're from Africa. You're used to it." And this is Zimbabwean and South African. Um, so, from personal experience, I can't relate. Obviously, me being white, but I have heard plenty of experiences like this, especially in the U.S. A lot of my friends tell me that they're used to a ton of people asking to touch their hair, and there's a lot of glamorization in the U.S. of black hairstyles, which which of white people trying to use them, appropriation, and yeah, this is awkwardly familiar for me, despite me not having anything to do with this, or any personal relation. I don't know, but yeah, it hurts. It's something that I want to somehow stop people from doing it because it's frustrating. This is something that's so ridiculously stupid. Like being not black enough. Like, what does that even mean? Like that's you take away and you're stealing from someone's identity, which is something that I think is unfair, to say the least, because it's coming from a place of privilege and absolute ignorance. Yeah. Complete ignorance. Yeah. I don't know.
On Tinder, I said that I am Thai, and they just left it. Oh, the chat. Damn. Yo, that's actually. So you don't get to know someone just because of like where they come from. That's like how. It's like you're blocking yourself from so much potential just because of your worldview and what you perceive others as. You're generalizing based on where the person comes from, but then that has almost nothing to do with what the person actually is.
Is there anything that you've experienced that can be related to this?
Luckily, I've been very lucky in my life. Like I've not come across anything like this, so I can't personally relate to it. But then I've heard a lot of stories like with things like this, and it's actually really sad because I don't know, maybe like something that was supposed to happen really nicely in your life, you blocked it because you didn't like where the person came from or the color of the person's skin or something. It's like you're doing yourself.
I have had a cashier put on gloves to handle my stuff without doing the same for a white woman before me, but it could also be assuming. Ethiopian. To be honest, something like that I haven't experienced yet to that extent. I would say only when I was a kid, like other kids on the playground or in primary school would be treating me like that and just like, I'm not gonna touch you, you're made out of shit, something like this. But as everyone knows, kids can be cruel at times too. But since I've grown up and I've had encounter with a lot of people like me as well, I wouldn't say that I've had such an extreme experience.
1 hour, people switch seats on the plane, people running away from me at public bathrooms, calling me random Asian family names and thinking that's funny. This was said by an ethnical Korean Chinese with a Chinese passport. So, studying in Jacobs, I've seen many such incidents, especially the one where like people call one of my Asian friends, their Asian names, like random common Asian names and all that, and also like random people, especially in the railway stations, small kids, even small kids coming up to them and greeting them like in some Japanese hello or in Chinese. But then that guy might be a Philippine or even a, what do you say, any other of Asian ethnicity. So yeah, that's actually kind of true. People switching seats on a plane, that depends on a subjective matter, but then calling someone their family name, that's kind of really racist. And thinking, and the worst part is like when they think that's funny because it's hurting the other people's feelings, so it's not exactly funny in any manner.
This could be you.